I've got me wireless mouse today, so I don't have to keep mucking around.
So you have.
So I've got 9 people waiting. Well, I've just gone live, and it's still. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. You're showing up on mine.
Okay.
So right. It seems like it's all good.
I've just gone live, and there we go. Right.
I've got myself muted at the moment because the kettle's going.
Okay.
Got Vicky doing chores.
Oh, right. Okay. I've been in here most of the day. I mean, just mucking around. We had to take Cheryl's rat to go and have that put down, or one of them. So he was quite poorly. So
right, what are we making tonight then, Rich?
Well, Claire from Claire's Crafty Corner sent this to me.
Wow, that was a long time ago. That was, wasn't it?
Yeah, a long time ago. And you know what? It was amongst the GPS stuff down there on the floor, and I saw it earlier. I thought, I'm going to do that tonight. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know if it's polyester or epoxy.
If it's polyester, it's likely to be really hard.
Yeah. I'm not sure. But it was a total failure of hers. So that's why she gave it me, to see if I could do something.
That's kind of how she kind of joined the community, really, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It was
kind of her induction. She kind of cut into the community via you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But so I'm going to try and do something with it. I don't know. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Do you remember I did that that bowl that I wanted to stitch together?
Yeah.
Well, I let it dry out completely, and it's in its sawdust for 3 or 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on the lathe, and it exploded. So I've kind of adjusted it. I like the way it's finished, actually.
That looks pretty good.
There was a huge crack there, a massive crack. But what it did is it cracked, but then this whole piece here twisted up as well. So I managed to get it on the lathe. And then as soon as I touched that one little bit there, boom. So I got it on the bandsaw and just...
I'll tell you what would be pretty good is if you used to keep on carving the bottom of that and then put something out so it looked like a tree at the top, and then that could look like the roots.
Oh yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Yeah, that could be the branches.
Yeah,
this could be the root.
So if you had like where the hollow bit upside down, so that so it kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
So then that could be the stand or the base.
Yeah,
like an upside down bowl.
Yeah,
like that. And then that could be like the roots, and you could glue something into the top where the tenon would be, and it could come up and be like a tree or even a lamp.
Yeah, up here. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Hollow out some green GPS.
You know what I was thinking of doing? I was thinking of hacking away at these a little bit more, and then filling all the voids with resin.
There you go.
But it's going to end up with the same as that, but just, anyway.
Yeah.
So, who do we have out there tonight? Right, so we have...
Who do we have?
Do
you want me to run through some?
Yeah.
Right, so we've got Paul Byrne, we've got Sneaks, we've got Billy's of the Burts, we've got Claire's of the Crafty Corners, we've got Wayne Big Feeties, we have Huey, we have Wayne of the Woodturners, we've got your old man Colin Bennett, we got Fingers, we've got James Cassidy, we've got Herb Hooper, we've got Nick the Flaming Turner, we Ramsdale Sherman, Andy Hill from AH Bespoke, and I'm sure I saw Dale in here somewhere.
Yeah, I did earlier
Yeah,
on.
there he is, right at the top. He's gone radio silence. He's found his jaffers.
So I'm glad Claire's in the chat because I don't know. When did you send this to me, Claire? How long ago was it? It was quite some time. Oh, there's Dale. Let's just let Dale jump in. There we go. How you doing,
There
mate?
he is.
Hello, ladies. How are you both?
Good.
How you doing?
I'm going to do my best tonight, but I was just saying before we went live to JP that my back's really bad today. So even standing here, it's hurting. So I'm not going to do the full 2 hours.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Do you want a little sneak peek, guys, at my next video? A little sneak peek.
As always.
Right, where are you? Let's just change the camera. I'm going to show you briefly. You can't see on camera, but Dale knows what this is in here
Oh,
because we had a discussion about it a while back, didn't we? But anyway, it's come out of pressure pot, crystal clear. And none of it, although I don't know actually, looking at it now, I think some of it might have actually dissolved. I don't know, but we'll see when it's turned.
It's good and badly.
I don't know if you can see that there. There's the camera. Anyway, that's all you're seeing. But we had that. You remember we was deciding or trying to figure out whether or not polyester shavings would absorb in polyester.
Yep.
Polyester.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's all absorbed, but some of it may have. But we won't know until I turn it.
It's probably a good thing though. It'll create a more blended.
Yeah.
So doing this with a hand, I don't know what that's
But
all
I took it right up to 80 psi until the pressure pot kept blowing its valve, and just tweaked it down so it's just below 80, and there's not a single bubble in there.
That channel, Ben's Works, he did a little bit of an experiment where he dyed different shavings and he took different shavings straight off the of his projects and just cast them in resin, and then he turned some eggs. I think. Well, he always does eggs, so yeah, he turned eggs, and then he just looked at it, and there was different whispers of color in there. But when he held a black light under it, it glowed.
Oh, right.
And I thought it was quite good, and so yeah.
I thought
that'd be handy if you've got a black light continuously up in your workshop. But I thought, who the hell would do that?
Yes, I've no idea who would do that.
I had to ring Dale earlier because Dale was the one that gave me the resin, and I was sucking the catalyst up with a great big syringe. I was pulling and pulling. It was so thick. I thought there's something wrong with this catalyst. So I rang Dale, and he's like, "No, that's actually a pot of resin you're trying to mix into it." So.
It's a kilo. It was a kilo of well, it was the same. It was a different company. It was a kilo of poly.
Yeah.
A little thing of poly, different company. Good gear, that stuff. Did you use it? Yeah. You did unintentionally, but
I've just started using the stuff you gave me actually today.
How about
I put that in there this morning. I did a litre pour, and there's no fractures in it. It didn't overheat or anything. It's really good stuff.
Done well. Yeah, I mean they use it for rivet tables. It has that gorgeous polyester smell though.
Oh yeah. So right, so guys, thanks for coming in. I'm going to put you backstage if that's all right.
Very happy to be backstage.
Okay.
Don't need to look at Jamie that way.
Like I say, it's not going to be full 2 hours. I'm sorry, but so I know you were asking me how long I was going to be on. Are you doing a premiere or something later, JP?
I was thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So it's undecided. I'm sure I'll let you know before the show's over if it's up.
Okay, so guys that are watching, I've already said this, but Claire gave me this a long time ago. I'm not sure how long it was. She may have actually said in the chat somewhere, but I missed it. It was a fail. There was, I think she did another video with some of these that worked out right, but this one, I think what it is the air inside the wooden. I'll hold this up to the camera. That says Claire's Crafty Corner in these little blocks that you get for Scrabble, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there must have been air in them that's released and created a lot of bubbles. If I hold it like that, you can actually see how bad they are. So I've got a fresh, very sharp and very fresh Irish grind on my bowl gouge. So we're going to try. I did that by hand today. And it works.
Cool.
It works that well. Do you remember this, Dale?
Yes.
That was square this morning.
Was it? Oh, good lord. So it is. I mean, it's that layup. Who is it?
Do you remember you guys?
Yeah. How was it? I mean, how many? I mean, I've done one or two of them. How's the voids running outside?
There's a couple of voids, but I'm not even sanding this. I'm not sanding. All I'm doing is shaping it, and then this is another project. So you're not actually going to see the outside of this at all.
Ooh.
It kind of looks like a spool of string.
Yeah, it does. Do you remember I did a sphere and I sent it to Leona. But look, there's a void there, and there's a couple of down here. But
yeah,
I just love the smell of it. Oh,
and shuttering playing Gorilla Glue.
Doug says that fingernail grind is better for resin, Rich.
Well, this is why I did it, because I know that I can do a scraping effect on the bottom bevel. If I run it across, it'd be more like a scraper than a gouge, wouldn't it? Right then. And all I've done with the bottom of this, let me change that camera. I've got
Chris Walker says, what are you using to hold the resin on the lathe tool?
I'm going to get to that now. So, please excuse all this rubbish around here.
Nick the Flaming Turner says, Rich, just watch your fingers. You don't end up like me and join the Fingers Club.
Fingernail gouge with a fingernail grind with your fingernails caught in the lathe.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you know what?
LTW's in.
So what I've done is, can you see me? Yeah, you can. Oh, do you like my new little ring I made today as well? This is a GPS agency's ring. That's the but if you can see it anyway, there you go. So what am I doing? Right, let's get this off. Oh. I need to get one of those adapters because my SK100 is a different thread to my SK80. And there's so many things I can do with that SK80, it won't fit on here. Anyway,
get an adapter for it. I mean, that's what, an M33?
I'm not sure what it's called.
The thing, I mean, I think it's a 33.
Yeah, but the other ones are faster.
1 and 8.
More threads.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've hot glued this on.
LTW is asking, what lathe is that?
This is the Axminster AC305WL. Variable speed. I mean, you have got a belt on it that you can change, but you don't need to because you've got the speed down here.
It's turbocharged and reaches some airy speeds.
You can just about see CLA and then CORNER, I think. Yeah, because it's. So I'm going to flatten this, and then I'm going to glue another faceplate to the bottom. I think. I don't think it's deep enough to create a tenon or a mortise. I don't know. So see what happens when we get there. I mean, we can do it. I mean, I did it at the Flaming Turners workshop. Turn this I don't know if he's still got it, but it was a very, very thin walled plate. Right. We'll soon see if this. Well, we'll see, Claire. What's the worst that can happen? It destroys everything. It blows up, and then we'll know that you can't do it.
Clive is asking, how come no sound? Clive, there is sound, I believe. Anyone want to help Clive with his sound?
I'm just going to mute myself. All right.
Yeah, I've got sound.
I've got sound. Sorry, he had it on mute. Oh, that's the kind of equivalent of have you tried turning it off and on again? Who do we have out in the chat? We have Doug. We have Nathan. We have Nick the Flaming Turner. We have young Clive. We have Joy. Joy, how are you? We have young Huey. Huey, first packet of Jaffa Cakes devoured this evening. We have LTW. We have Claire's Crafty Corner. We have Wayne of the Big Feeties. We have Will Makes Everything. Does he? We have Larry from LC.
It's epoxy. It's epoxy.
Oh, there we are. Jolly good. We have Larry from LC Woodworks. Hello, Larry. We have, who else do we have? Handmade by Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Chris Walker. Hi, Chris. With Fingers, McLaren, and the ever lovely Mr. Billy Butt. Of course, over there, somewhere, there's Jamie Page. Hello, sir.
Hello.
How the devil are you? Oh, we've got a Scott the Blue Light Turner. Sounds good here. 30 Jaffa Capes here to keep me going, Huey. Whoa. Greg Dag is in. Hi, Greg. And Herb Hooper is in the chat. Jolly good. Look at the ribbons coming off that. We're right in the firing line where he's put that camera. Do you think he did it deliberately?
I think so.
You reckon?
Maybe he wants to knock some sense into us.
He's going to have a go. Any minute now, I feel like I'm going to have to do a Doug, and he's going to wave his finger at the camera to clean us up because we're all dirty. Oh, maybe not.
I'm always dirty, even when you don't do some turning.
Do you know, that deserves a that's what she said, but it was kind of predictable, so we're just gonna I won't say anything. We have Jig Wood Turning, Steve Blinkhorn. We have Father of Beards, Mr. Colin Bennett. And the ever lovely Christina Michael. Hello, Christina Michael. Hope you're well. There he is, the man himself, the Mr. Wayne of the Wood Turner. Huey says, I only have 10 Jaffas here at Blue Light and Maple Tree. However, I do also have a Toblerone and some caramel and hazelnut liquor. Oh, I've got some Cobra beer. Does that go up in one?
I've got a coffee.
Coffee? Good man. Good man. Blinky Fish is in the chat. So yeah, what have you been up to?
Yeah, I've done some turning today.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, about I can't remember how long ago it was now. About 2 months, I think, maybe. When Andy Bespoke Hill gave me some wood. I done that 2-part video of you remember the 2-part live edge bowl I did?
Yes, sir.
When it the bowl that nearly tried killing me.
That
one, yeah.
Oh, had another go. Did it?
No.
I was going to say, young Andy's backstage. Rich, if you can hear me.
Well,
there we go.
On the first part of that video, because like I said, it was 2 parts. Rob Summerlin challenged me. That's Woodsley Summercraft, in case no one knows. He challenged me to do a greenwood turn-in from start to finish, and turn it thin and etc., so it warps and without cracking. So that's what I did. So I had to start the turning out board because it was just a little bit too big for my lathe. So I think it was about 15 or 16 inches, and my lathe's 14 inches over the bed. So yeah, just took the corners off and then got it over the bed.
Can I just say a quick hello to everyone in the chat from me? Hi, everybody.
Hello. That's hello from him, and that's hello from us.
Hello from me, and hello from them.
Yeah, that's Ronnie.
What was I going to say? We have Blasphemy in the channel. We have Claire of Claire's Crafty Corner saying, "Oh my God, Toblerone is life. Jaffa cakes are wrong." Gasp. Out, but Huey the Lionheart comes to the rescue and says, "Claire, go wash your mouth out. All hail to the Jaffas."
Oh, whoa. Hold on there a second. Don't forget the cream egg.
Cream egg is by association. You can do an address to the cream egg. Fair your honest sonsy face, and like a dog. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Don't just set me off.
You know, I was going to go with the Jaffa Cake's great chieftain of the Keiki race. You know, all that kind of stuff. You could proper whiskey and address to the Jaffa. How's that?
What came first, the chicken or the cream egg? Ooh, that'd be the cream. Thank you.
That's a good topic.
That's it. No, we don't like topics.
No.
Okay.
And what's the chicken wearing a Snickers?
Boom.
Oh,
the Davy Snickers on. Boom. Claire says, "How is it turning, Rich? Is it problematic or is it smooth?" The Blue Light Tanner says, "Does anyone know if I can use a hot melt glue to hold circuit board in place?" Short answer is yes, Scott. You definitely can.
You're turning it.
Claire says, "Huey, I can't. Literally the worst." Chris Walker says, "Jaffa's rule." Chris is definitely a Jaffa fan. The young Doug says, "Hey Andy." You know
who said that?
Young Doug.
Young Doug. Hi, Doug.
Yes. We have Claire. We're holding a corner here, fighting a corner. Says blasphemy. Lung Clive says hello, Andy, yet again.
Hello, Clive.
Right.
So she's got a corner apart from her name.
Yeah. So that's right. It's boom. So Claire, however, from Claire's Crafty Corner, has now just gone the extra mile, Andy. She says, "Oh my God, cream eggs are also wrong on so many levels." Claire's Crafty says, "Can you ask Rich, please?" Rich, young Claire asks again, "How's it turning?"
It's turning very well, actually. There's quite a few voids in there, but I was expecting that, really. Not through anything that Claire's done, but just the fact that there is quite a lot.
Colin says my wife has eaten 9 cream eggs the other day. Oof.
We like your wife.
Yes, we do. Fair play. All hell.
Yep.
I think it's going to be all right. It's going to look a bit weird, so she'll probably find it coming back to her in the post. But
Well, she's got somewhere to put it now, and she's got her own crafty shed.
I tell you what, the colours are they're beautiful. The colours. It is just a shame about this wood, but that's part of it, isn't it? That's what it is. You know.
When you're hollowing it out, won't you, or not hollowing it out, but you know what I mean, thinning it down.
Yeah.
Won't you take out the majority of that wood though? Just
I'm only going to take 70 mil from the centre there.
It kind of reminds me of like the Ministry of Sound album covers.
Can you see the colour of it now? Is that any better?
Tie-dye.
Yeah. It is very, very nice, I must say.
It's like a tie-dye piece.
All I'm doing is I'm just trying to stabilise a little bit of this wood, really, and fill a few of these little holes up.
I didn't know if you were trying to lose the wood, if you see what I mean, in the turning process, just to have the resin. I didn't know if that's what you're.
I can't do that. There's no way of doing that because the wood it's not on one level. It's floating around a little bit. When it was curing, I think it was just floating.
Yeah. It was just, yeah. Okay. Andy, shut up. You should. I'll start on my cream eggs that the wife bought me.
Oh, it's the cream eggs.
She bought me 2 boxes and tried to hide them from me. Silly girl.
I used to just shove them whole in my mouth.
Yep, same. They're not as big as what they used to be.
That's what she said.
That's just like all chocolate bars.
Yeah, do you remember Curly Whirlies? What have they done to Curly Whirlies?
God knows.
Curly Whirlies used to be epic. They, like as long as my arm. Right, I think we stabilised that a little bit now.
Wasn't the thing that they were supposed to be a foot long?
Sorry, Andy?
Weren't they supposed to be a foot long? So that should be about a cubit, which is about your wrist to your elbow.
I don't know. All I know is when I was young, they were massive. Right then.
You're right, they have killed wagon wheels as well.
Oh, yeah, wagon wheels used to be massive as well. I could eat about 6 wagon... Well, I used to be able to eat about 6 wagon wheels, no problem. When I was young, 1 wagon wheel did me.
What did it do to you? What did it do to you? Where are the other 2? The other 2?
It filled me up, but I wasn't fat then either.
You're not fat now.
Right.
JP and Dale still in the chat?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Dale's not. Dale's disappeared.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just setting up the premiere for after this show.
So who's that? Jig Woodturning, Steve Blinkhorn. Oh, welcome to my channel. I've not seen you in here before.
Steve has been coming in and out through various lives over the last couple of weeks, I think now.
Oh, okay. I've just not seen him on my channel, I don't think.
Relatively new face, from what I understand. Very keen to be a nice chap. I thank you. You can pay me later, Steve. That's cool. No worries. Oh yes, he is a chubby belly. Well, I try not to see him without his clothes on, to be fair. Actively avoid that. I think all three of us quite actively try to avoid that, even though Rich does like to show. I resemble that remark, Andy. So. Hi, James, Essex, but not a Turner yet. Who did I miss? Did I miss a James? We have a James in the chat. Aha, James. Dear all, have I only just turned into this whole new world of live streaming sessions? Did not. There were so many Turners out there. Would just mind saying where they're from? No worries at all, but James. Not all of us are Turners here. Quite a few of us are just general makers, although some of us do still turn. We're from all over the global system. A fair amount of us are in the UK.
Yeah, I'm in the UK.
From what I can see, Richard's in the UK, lives down the road from myself. On the south coast of the UK. Jamie lives in France. Well, as good as. Claire, she's around our good nation's capital, and I believe Dale's not far off. The land of my father, well, my mother, not my father. We have a fair few from Birmingham and around that vicinity.
Yeah.
Cool. Stockport. I was going to move there at one point, Steve.
Nick the Blue Light Turners near Gatwick. Yeah, I'm in Kent, right on the southeast coast.
Nick's not near Gatwick, is he?
Yeah, that's what he just said.
I thought that was Scott.
Scott, sorry, not Nick.
I was going to say Nick's not. Nick's he's up Midlands way, isn't he?
Yeah, he's up right near Birmingham.
Larry and a couple of others are in the States. It's not their fault though.
Sneaks, do you live in Kent?
He's just trying to sound posh. It's Birmingham, really. Nick's from Wolverhampton. Just outside Coventry for me. I would have thought. I'm from Tadworth near Epsom, Surrey. Oh, cool.
This chat's going really fast. He says he's near Gatwick. He's from near Gatwick.
10 years just run. Been turning for about 10 years, just turning into making more arty crafty items. Cool. Well, welcome to the chat, James. We are all relatively like-minded. 3 individuals.
Mm-hmm.
There we are.
Town. Oh. So yeah. That looks very cool. Hi, Steve. Steve Parnell.
Hello.
Hello.
I see you have joined Makers Media Network, Dale.
I think I already was one, but I don't seem to have been in the group. But there we are. But we're all there now. Young Steve N, how the devil are you?
And Nick joined as well the other day, which is cool, and so did Scott.
The young Bazaman is also out there.
They did.
I blame you and Steve somehow, Jamie.
Sorry, mate.
I blame you and Steve. I mean, clearly.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yep.
I blame Steve for doing everything on the podcast website because that's what Richard does.
Go beans. Just leave it hanging there. Hi, Blue Knight. You are roughly just down the road from me, says James Cassidy. Blue Knight?
David.
Blue
How
light,
do
blue
you
light.
join? Sorry, David Old Fingers is asking how he joins Makers Media Network.
You've got to have four fingers on each hand. Fingers. It's one of the entry criteria.
Yeah, actually, you're not allowed
I'll get a link from Steve and I'll post it in the chat because I got a range. So, Steve, can you send us a link to where they can go to apply, please?
Thumbs are allowed. Doug, I feel that's a good move.
Great shout, Dougie.
Dougie. Wow, James, you are remarkably close to me then if you're just off Junction 8 heading towards Sutton. Remarkably close, sir. Depending which way you want to throw rocks at it, I'm Junction 7.
Yeah, you leave my Dale alone.
But
Oh, that was quite sweet. Leave my Dale.
No.
it's a bit worrying is what it fucking... Oops, sorry. It's a bit worrying is what it it's a bit worrying. Promise no one will ever leave me alone with them now.
I'm not saying nothing.
Right. So if anyone wants to join Makers Media Network, the link to do that is in the chat right now. I've just posted it over in there.
With any luck, they'll have lifted that by the end of June. We can get the barbecue on the go, and you can all rock up for a barbecue. Everyone in the chat's welcome. You've just got to get here. There's only 4 beds, and I'm having 2 of them. I mean, 1 of them.
I'll have any other one.
Shotgun.
You can sleep with Jamie, kind of thing.
Oh, hell no.
Wayne's got a room. He pre-booked.
Oh, okay.
I'll pre-book the other room.
I'll stuff that. I'll sleep on the floor.
Doug reckons he's sleeping with what he's sleeping with. He's with Claire. I missed him up at the start of that because I just kind of did. What is it, JP? Do you get cake sent to your house? Yes, Claire. Jaffa cakes.
Yes, exactly.
I'll tell you what, Rich, that doesn't actually look like... I don't know how I was expecting it to look, but it doesn't look half bad, even with the wood sort of half there. I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh, mate. Go on, bud.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
I was just going to say that. Young Scott Blue Light Tunnel says you've got a workshop. I'll just bring a sleeping bag. What actually went what actually went through my head was the idea of hanging a hammock in the workshop. That's went through my head. Could probably get a couple of things up there.
Hmm?
Sleep with the tools.
What is this, Claire? What resin is this? Because it's turning really nice. Oh.
It looks kind of like outer space.
So any minute now, you're going to erupt into a rendition of The Prodigy.
Point. I want to do at the space. I've got the vinyl. I could do a live mix because that wouldn't be copyright then.
No, unless there's specific samples that belong to them, in which case they'll nail you for it. Claire says,
It's a DJ.
"Oh my god, agree. It looks so good. The best thing about this for me is that the resin is for crafting. I wasn't sure if it would turn well. Now I know." Scott reckons you'll fall out of the hammock. And that'd be worthwhile. That would be well. There's plenty of cameras in the workshop. That'd be worth videoing. It's got to be a YouTube moment.
Oh, look at that. Whoa.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you did that with just like blues and whites or something like that? It'd be like an eyeball.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. I really like it. You know what?
It looks
There's
like
be some
spaceship
bubbles in
going
it
through.
and some holes, but I can't do much more than that, to be honest. I'm going to try and fill a few, but
No,
I do
don't.
my best. Cool.
Oh wow, looks way better on my phone than it does on my laptop.
Yeah.
Let that just evaporate for a second, and I'll try a few. Well, you know what? I'm going to put some glue in that one there, and then the rest I think I might just leave.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Or shall I? No, it is what it is. Right, okay.
Out in the chat, we've got Young Claire says, this is glass cast, I think. It's either glass cast or craft resin with pinata ink drops.
Pinata.
Young Larry says he will be fiddling with your tools all night, Dale. I'm only hoping it's some of the tools all night, otherwise my wife may have a view.
Terry says hi.
All right. Oh, Terry, how you doing, mate? Hope you settled in now.
He's on his Mrs. 4G. He hasn't got internet yet.
Oh no, they've been mucking him around with the internet.
Young Barry says that looks awesome. Joy says looks like a Frigsby. Terry, leave it, Rich. The super glue will just be white spots, says Doug.
Yeah, I've seen that there. Can you see that one there? Oh, where are you? Where's your? There's a white spot there, but there's a flap of wood that I don't want flapping up, if that makes sense. So that's why I've filled that hole there. I don't like flappy stuff.
I feel a South Park moment coming on.
I was never a South Park kind of person, me.
First few seasons, I thought it was hilarious.
Best TV
Let's confess.
program known to mankind.
I think
Yeah?
it was irritating voices that used to put me off.
I've got a box set on DVD.
You got what?
Good.
I've got them all on DVD.
All right. Okay, right.
Ah, there, children.
Howdy ho.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is going to be another T-shirt coming up. I can feel it. Okay.
Don't put super glue on there, kids. Okay.
Okay. Oh dear, right. Please have
So,
to go, Randy.
out in the chat, we have I have turned items using glass cast resins, not used color though. Claire's Craft Corner says, James, that's so good to know. I have leftover resin dumped into molds all the time, so it's good to know it turns well. Mike the Midnight Joker says, lost my internet for a few hours this afternoon in the middle of Andy's stream.
Oh, bad times, Mike.
Must have got soggy.
It wasn't that good.
No. Why are you sorry, Joy?
She's got the Joker. Oh, I'm sorry, Joker. Gotcha. That's not fair. He's got his own card. Oh, no. King of the Vikings screen.
Where did Rich go? Oh,
He's
he's over there in the corner.
There he is. He's hiding.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you.
It's kind of like a beardy version of Where's Wally there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's onto the meths.
I've got a notification today to say that my methylated spirits is going to be here soon.
Yes. Well, that's you sorted out for a few drinks this weekend, right?
Yeah. Well, one or two. It's only 5 litres.
It's an awful lot of methylated spirits, mate. You be careful. That's got fire. That's got fire written all over it.
Yeah, be all right.
It's like having a gallon. 5 litres is just over a gallon of methylated spirits.
That's fine. Keep it next to the wood stove. It'd be all right. Keep it warm.
Yeah, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll put some in the bottle that I normally use, and then I'll put the rest away and out the workshop.
Yeah.
Yours is connected to the house, isn't it, JP?
Yeah, that's why I'm going to put it away.
Yeah.
Put it in the shed or something. Or outside.
Mine goes in a metal box.
Yeah.
Colin says, I don't think you're getting my messages. Handmade by Sarah says, no, that's his dad.
Yeah, we're getting you, Mrs. Colin. We're just ignoring you. Just kidding.
Colin, I see a message, says Larry. Whereas Crafty Connor says, I honestly can't be sure what this is, but it's either Glass Cast 10, because that's all I had, or Craft It Resin. I think I'm going to watch my video again and find out what I used. Laughs out loud. One thing we can take away from that is that probably means it's epoxy resin.
It definitely is epoxy. Definitely.
Yeah. It seemed like it was easy to turn. So, I mean, polyester is really hard.
Colin, father of beards, Bennett says, I don't think my tablet is working like you don't need to bring up all the messages that people are sending, including mine. Refresh the page, Colin, that may help. Joy says, hey Rich, that looks like the purple stuff I used to clean my stovetop. I think she means the meths, mate.
I bet it don't smell like it.
Young Claire says, "Oh yeah, 100% epoxy." Actually, I said that wrong. It's like, "Oh yeah, 100% epoxy resin."
Hi, Stevie Coombs.
Right, Steve.
You can tell epoxy from polyester almost as soon as you start turning it, can't you?
Yeah.
James Cassidy says he had trouble getting meth recently. He used surgical spirits, which is handy as he gets him a chemist such as Boots. I just got it off of eBay, mate. You get it quite cheap. I can't remember how much I paid for it actually. But I know it was cheap.
Well, it wasn't a great deal of money.
It may be in top chat instead of live chat.
Yeah, I know it's quite cheap.
So what I like to do, I don't know if you guys do this with your Yorkshire grit, but I like to clean all once I've used the Axe paste, giving it a coat of this methylated spirits or denatured alcohol kind of cleans all the excess grit off before polishing it.
Mr. Sabian Smith does the same thing when he sands. When he sands and clean, when he does that, he does exactly the same thing to clean it down.
Well, in my theory is you're putting polishing paste on top of potentially more grits that you've left there. Oh, this has got this. Some of this is clear. I can see through parts of this. Anyway, there we go.
Claire's transparent corner.
Yeah.
Okay, so importantly, Broadstone Scouts is in the chat.
Hello, Broadstone.
Hello.
Out in the chat, we have obviously Billy Burt's back. Hi, Billy. Chris Walker's obviously in the chat. We have Colin Bennett saying, "Daddy, are you getting them now?" Claire's Crafted Corner says, "Question: What do you need meths for?"
For cleaning the sawdust out of the grains of the wood.
That was impressive. Who did that? Was it Richard?
I don't know. So you use the methylated spirits to clean any sawdust out of the grain of the wood.
Young Wayne of the Wood Turners says, "JP, what are you doing in your premiere?"
I haven't actually set it up for release yet because we don't know what time Rich is going to finish. So I'm just, when Rich is done, I'm just going to do an instant premiere. But I've called it a golden teak bowl. It's a teak bowl, and I've used some of Martin Saban Smith's. I forget what it's called now. Golden.
Embellishing wax. Embellishing wax.
Yeah, embellishing wax. Yeah, on it. So yeah, it's called the golden teak bowl. So yeah, as soon as Rich is done, I'm just going to set it off and.
So Claire says, "Yeah, the ink didn't saturate fully." She says,
"No, it looks lovely. I'm hoping I can keep it on here though."
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, right.
So embedded inside there's some words. There's something written on the letters. You can see it.
Crafty Corner.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool. Trinket Finder says, "What are you making tonight, Rich?"
I'm actually making what I think is going to turn out to be a small plate. Well, we'll wait and see.
Nick the Flaming Tunnel says, "If you work the sanding paste in more, it should break down the grit." That's if it's Yorkshire grit. Yeah, I was going to say Yorkshire grit for sure. Axe, not sure. Midnight Joker previously midnight we had someone sneezing, so we had Gesundheit, and then we had Gesundheit written spelled properly by Steve Coombs. Joy says, looking good, Rich.
Thanks.
Colin, father of Beard, says, I told you my tablet won't work right, and it's saying things I didn't put down.
All right.
Midnight Joker
Billy,
says,
it's not.
is that how you spell it, Steve?
Right. Just for now, I'm keeping the tail stock up until I can get all this real bad stuff gone, and then I will remove this plate and carry on. That's the plan, anyway.
Colin, father of Beard, says, oh, I've missed that now. I've lost my thread. So, Doug of the pole band says, you're talking and turning really fast. Claire says, JP, I'll be asleep for that.
Yeah, it's kind of a running joke. She's always asleep for my premieres.
Boom. Colin, father of Beard, says, I'm going to turn my tablet off and use my phone. And then we have good idea, Colin, from Joy. Various funkiness should work for both. Billy Burt, is that melted HDPE? I don't know, is it? I think it's resin, Billy. I think it's resin all the way through. Doug says, what is that attached with, Rich?
Sorry, what was that?
Doug's asking, what's it attached with?
It's glue in it, hot melt glue.
Yeah, this is glitter hot glue.
No.
Glitter hot glue.
Yeah, it's hot glue but glittery.
Oh,
Fancy.
that reminds me some certain UV bulbs turned up today. Ooh, pretty.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Hats. JP, hats. Did I mention hats? That reminds me. Pirate Hat turns up on Thursday.
Morph suits on its way.
Your morph suit. Oh God. Whenever you say morph suit, I expect you to go, ow ow. You know, like the little plasticine guy from Take Heart. Claire's Crafted Corner says, Billy, this is my epoxy resin project, which basically exploded. I am so lucky I can't do a London / Essex accent. And this is the reason why I introduced it to Rich. What?
Claire, you know what? These tiles are scented. They've got perfume infused into them. Ooh,
Oh,
that's
very
weird.
nice.
That's weird.
Okay, gold. Colin, father of Beard, says that's better, I think. And Claire's Crafted Corner says, I'm good, can't stop eating, but I'm good. Billy says, Billy says, okay, sure looked like HDPE. Hot glue, Billy. Colin, father of Beard, says, how do you get the glue off, Rich?
Heat it back up.
Turn it.
Young Billy says, this piece is the piece attached to the faceplate isn't glossy like the resin usually is. Okay. Yes, I suppose he's right. Larry said he bedazzled it. As long as he doesn't bejazzled it, we'll be all right. The pole.
It's a bit on the camera.
Doug of the pole band says, turn it off. Joy says Larty. Oops, Larry, she says. Oh, good Lord. Larty, so it's Larty of LC Woodworks. No, that's not going to stick. Claire says, that's mad, Rich. I'll have to go smell him. That's what she said. Billy Burt, no, the purple, not the purple, Doug. Oh, hello. Midnight Joker says, it's Raft. bit like that. I think that's how it's written. Anyone else want to have a go? Is Andy still here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
He's getting
No.
distracted by all the colours.
No, can't hear you, Andy.
Oh, that's all right. See you later, James.
Hi, James.
Bye-bye.
Various Claires. Hey, Midnight. Hi, Claire. Catch you later, James. Bye, James. Night, James. Night, James. Yes, says Doug. So I glued it. So yes. So some lamps have turned up. So we'll be having a fiddle with them at the weekend. And I did the final glue up on V, ready for the resin pour, which is more like, now looking at the size of them, it's going to be closer to a resin table than a picture. Okay. Huey, that was it. Huey, that was exactly what I was after. You know, but I could never have said it like Norman Collier had Mike not set that one up. You know? Is it like Claire's Craft Corner? Hi, Sarah. Okay. Well, this looks fierce. Look at this.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oof.
I would heat the knife up and melt the hot glue, but Jake and Thomas have used all the gas melting things in the hot glue gun, in the flamethrower gun thing.
Have you got a lighter?
I don't.
Colin, have a word with your grandchildren, would you?
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tried and tested way, so I know it works.
So,
It's
fry
resin
bars.
roll now.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Fry bars. Oh,
Kim Tipping says denatured alcohol dissolves hot glue.
Oh, that's interesting.
Denatured alcohol.
Steve Coombs says, is that a bread knife?
I think it is. It's a kitchen devil bread knife.
It looks like a bread knife.
It's
Only for use on hot glue.
Right. Oh, we got 43 in tonight. That's nice.
You do indeed, sir.
My first week back after my
Gardening.
my break, yeah. So welcome everybody. Right. There's not a great deal to do on this now, so I'm going to take this back as deep as I can. I think the whole bowl is going to be ending up in being about 6 mil thick. I can't go any less than that because of the mortise. So we'll do our best. But I am loving this Irish grind. Where has it been all my life?
Ireland.
I love it. I just need to get one of them machines so I can do it properly. I don't think it's right, but it's almost there. I think I got this side of the flute a little bit longer than the other side of the flute, but I was doing it by hand. Anyway, I'm going to mute you guys now.
Mute us? Okay.
I'm going to mute myself, sorry.
So out in the chat, there is various highs to Kim. Hi, Kim. You've got a jig. Where else have we got in here? We have, as well, Turner says, I'm going to buy CA tomorrow, an essential journey. I ordered an absolute mountain of it from China pre-lockdown, and I'm working my way through it. Poban says, y'all doesn't work, Kim. You have to say hi to everyone by name. Y'all doesn't work. We're British. Team Irish Grind, various exclamation marks, says Kim Tipping. Claire's Craft Corner, Doug, chuckles. Huey says, yes, Scott, CA is a staple of the first aid kit. You know, just don't get on your fingers and then hit it with the accelerator. I can only say that that deserves a, oh my word, that's a tad nippy.
Yes, I'm sure that's what you said, Dale.
Certainly what I considered. Very, very briefly, I'm sure it flashed through my mind, you know, possibly
Yeah.
after I'd uttered a string of expletives.
after you actually said what you said.
Yes, which was, oh my word. I say, oh boy.
My, that smarted a little.
Oh my, kind of thing. Should say it like the Dark Man. Oh my, kind of thing. That's a bit warm.
Oh my.
Yes, can't do it. I think I can't do it. Either that, if not Darkman, then oh heck, he was from Star Trek. What was his name? The Japanese guy from
Oh
Star Trek.
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Oh heck, it's gone completely. Played Sulu. George Takei. George Takei.
That's
He says that a lot. He says that a lot.
one.
Oh my.
Oh my.
With a slightly nasally thing. Oh my.
Oh my.
Blue Light Tunnel says, Rich, do you use a grinder, Rich? I've just got a Pro Edge, so going to be selling my jig for the grinder, fingernail grinder, bit and table.
Who was that?
That was Scott the Blue Light Tunnel, sir.
I use I've got this Parkside thing.
Little one.
Yeah.
I love that little one.
Got that, and I've got I have got a grinder, yeah, but it's really fierce. So I did this with the where is it? This thing.
I need to buy me one of those Parkside. My word, they're serious.
Black disc.
But I don't know if you can see that. You can't see it, can you? There you go.
Polished.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. It's working for me, so.
Ribbons in the chat. We have going down. Jeff Christie's in the chat. Hi, Jeff. Paul Barnes says she's probably trying to cook dinner and watch at the same time. That would be very Kim Tipping. Kind of three things at once. And various hilarious. Scott says he can send you pictures, Rich.
Oi, oi.
I think that's a yes. Will Makes says, okay, video is rendering. I can actually enjoy watching now. Good man. Huey says, Doug, she'll be successfully cooking dinner and many other plates spinning at the same time, of course.
I've just got to add music to my next video, and then I'm done.
I've just got to edit half of you guys out of my next video, and then I'm done. And choose music. I'm trying to decide what music needs to go with it.
What one are you editing?
I actually did two today, but the one I was doing just now before I came on was the ever lovely Mr. Judge Dredd.
Sirens. That's what you need.
It needs some dramatic music, I feel.
Yeah. Something like RoboCop.
Perhaps, yes. I've no idea. See, Judge Dredd, so, you know, like RoboCop almost as a theme. You know, Batman almost as a theme. Judge Dredd, not so much. Colin, Father of Beard, says, I love to listen to the chat that you lot get up to. It's so entertaining. Keep it up, JP. Huey reckons that Huey reckons that Judge Dredd needs anthrax. I can see where he's coming from. Not sure anthrax and scroll saw work together.
Anthrax or arse cracks?
I'm not sure. I think you need to speak to Huey about that. Before we read next one, Midnight Joker says, call a ambulance. I've run out of biscuits. Scott, an emergency call. Flaming Turner says, I'm editing a video that will be out in a few weeks as I stockpile videos so I do about a month's worth, then keep topping it up. Very wise, young Nick. Very wise.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm stockpiling a load of turning videos so I can get out a few scroll saw videos, because obviously the scroll saw videos take, I don't know, anywhere between 20 and 30 hours. So, yeah.
Yeah, same here. I've got about 4 on the go at the moment.
Scroll saw videos.
I've got 1 scroll saw video on the go, actually. And 3 carving.
Nice.
Oh no, 2 carving, 1 making.
Nice.
The
one of the toddler walker.
That's a good one. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, hello.
Ooh,
yeah, that's cool. It's still not finished.
What on earth did you just draw on there?
I think it's so as you can tell whether or not it's flat.
Ah. From what I can remember, I don't remember it being that thick.
That's what she said. That one was a set duck. I mean, that was just yeah. That one just like came out of there, and you just go, "Oh, wait a minute."
I'll set you right up for that one.
And it's come over from the left field, and Kirkwood puts it in the back of the net. The goalkeeper stands there and goes. The goalkeeper says, "Oh yeah."
With every pass, I feel like he's going to join the funnel club.
Well, yeah, but very, very shallow funnel.
What's that white hole in the middle?
Oh, there's a thought. I made a promise on my channel to do a video every day on lockdown. I have to say I'm enjoying the challenge as well. Midnight Joker says, Wretch's missus is going to wonder where he's been, what he's been up to with coming back all smelling of perfume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
creepers, I tell ya.
Edges. Yeah, it looks like it's chipped on the edges. It's a shame.
You can take that away with 80 grit.
Yeah.
60.
40.
But I'm not going to cheaper than 40. It's just not worth getting out of bed. The Flaming Turner says the trick is not forgetting which ones go first. The Blue Light Turner says, Claire, have you still got your puzzle piece key rings available? They remind me of the autism ones. Sarah reckons you're aiming for the funnel club.
Who's in the funnel club?
Sarah's starting to take bets, mate. You're plunging down the funnel club.
No, I can't go any further. Otherwise, I will be. I would say it's about 6 mil. You can actually. Where's my?
Can you not just brush a clear coat over the top of it?
Oh, I could do, couldn't I? Yeah.
That'll fill in all the holes.
Oh no, that's impressive. Woo! Right, are you ready for this, guys? I'm going to turn this round to here.
Ooh.
Oh, you can't see it, can you?
You can.
Yeah.
Bring it a bit closer to the camera. Rick. No. Put the camera back where it was, and then bring the piece closer to the camera.
Yeah, I've got it in, yeah.
Yeah, man, you can see it there.
Yeah, there you go. That's nice. I'll tell you what would be good if he done whites and greys and all that sort of stuff. It looked like the moon.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's. I mean, I cannot go any deeper than that. That's literally it. Where you can see through it. I think if I was to go any further, I'll definitely be a member of the Fun Up Club. But that's what I'll sand this real quick now. There's nothing I can do about these bits because these are bubbles on the edges that, you know, if I can just keep going and going and going, and it'll get smaller and smaller if I'm worried about things like that. But I think that's what I'll do. I'll coat it with resin and then I'll pop it in the post back to Claire. But you can actually, I don't know if you can hear that. Right. Just going to give it a light sanding and then we are done.
Cool. Are you going to put this premiere out tonight, JP?
Sorry, mate, was you talking to me?
Yeah, are you going to put your premiere out tonight?
Yeah, as soon as Richard's done, then I'm going to set it as an instant premiere. So as soon as Richard's finished it, my premiere will start.
Cool.
So that means people ain't got to wait around or anything then.
I've got a premiere out tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Nice. What one's that? That's
Japanese one.
That's it.
Japanese Warrior. A bit of fun.
Yeah.
Bit of fun.
I can't find my my gun for my air.
You're not going to use it as a target, are you?
No, you know, to spray all the little, to get all the little bits of epoxy out of the holes. I took it off earlier to connect it to the pressure pot, and knowing me, I just chucked it somewhere.
Have you got like a toothbrush or anything like
that? Yeah.
That might work.
I can go and borrow Cheryl's or something, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of comments out in the chat. If it was red, it would look like a red cloudy sky. Mike, the Midnight Joker, says, you're the founder of the Frisbee Club, Rich. And Larry corrects his spelling again, saying Frisbee. Billy Burt says, he's a premiere at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. Well, I'm kind of lost for my timing here, so I think that might be 11 o'clock UK time.
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, something like that?
Something like that, somewhere in that neck of the woods.
I think it's 10 o'clock.
If it's any close to Billy's, then I'll wait until Billy's is over.
It's on Friday night, mate.
Oh, sorry.
It's on Friday night. Claire is afraid of your cooties, Rich. She says, just keep it, Rich. Don't want you venturing out to be unsafe right now. But
I'm not going to post it yet. When all this is over and it's safe, then I'll post it to her. But I will give it a clear coat, I think.
Billy says it's like 8:30 p.m. Our time, and do you know what, Billy? You're probably right. Now I kind of played through the count in my head. You're absolutely right.
6 hours difference.
Yep. You're absolutely right. And Doug's right too. Look at that. Just a collection of rights. Almost a collection of rights. Almost a Magna Carta.
Yep.
Right. Back in a second.
5 hours, Doug reckons.
No, I was going to go into the house and get a torch, but I think Thomas has had it. So if Thomas has had it, who knows where it could have ended up. But let's find something here.
Okay, so do we have any advance on 9:30 p.m. for the UK? Watch out for Billy's premiere somewhere between 8:30 and 11 o'clock.
Somewhere between 12 and 12, Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Monday
It's 9:30 UK
Monday.
time. Claire nailed it. Claire nailed it. 9:30 p.m. Oh, how shiny
nice.
Yeah. It is. I mean, I'm happy with it. It's just a shame I couldn't get rid of the tiles, but it is what it is, isn't it? You know, I've not even put any Axe paste on this because I'm thinking if I put Axe paste on, then the clear coat is not going to be. It's not going to stick to it, is it? Really? You know.
Hey, you might even need to scuff it up, Rich.
I've run over it with the 120 Abranet.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, it's nice. And I've got it everywhere. I mean, it turns really nice. Or is it I'm just used to turning polyester?
I reckon that's you used to turning poly. Epoxy is much softer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the only thing I ever turn is obviously timber, polyester, and acrylic. That's the only things I ever turn. And obviously, I did the one that you gave me, JP, from.
That's right. Yeah, that's Alumilite. Yeah.
Right. It smells similar when it's turning. I have got some.
Isn't clear glass cast Alumilite?
Yes, it is.
So that would be
clear
consistent.
cast.
Yeah, that would be consistent then, because I've got amazing clear cast. So yeah, that would be just the same stuff, Richard. So I reckon amazing clear cast is what it is, clear, based on that anecdotal evidence.
They sent me a litre of it to try out for free. I just not got around to doing anything with it yet. So I use it. I use some on the top of this.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so it's over nearly an hour and a half into it.
You are indeed, sir. How's your back?
It's quite sore. That's why I'm bent over. It's my own fault because I've been doing too much lately in the garden, you know. But it had to be done. No one else is going to do it, are they? Where are we? Okay. So that was a nice turnout tonight, guys. Thanks very much.
We've missed you. We missed you. That's what this is all about. Come back. Stay back. Don't go away again unless it's for a holiday.
Right. So
that's what we're saying.
There's a few changes to the channel. Doing 3 lives a week, 4 actually, because I do a live with the Scouts on a Friday for 2 hours. So 4 lives a week. Editing or filming an invasion, plus trying to get a weekly build out is just too much, and I think it broke me. So I had to just take a step back because I wasn't enjoying it. So that's why I had a week off. So I won't be doing any lunchtime lives. I'm sorry, but I just can't handle it. I'll leave it to these guys. But yeah.
As long as your bag's all right.
Yeah, I want to go and sit down now. Watch my Tuesday night telly. I usually watch Gold Rush and things like that on Tuesday night. Right, thanks to everybody in the chat for coming in. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to try and get this build done this week. If not, it'll be out next week. I've got Doug. Doug is the Invasion this Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time. The week after, I think it's... Oh, who is it? I can't remember, but I'll let you know.
Ooh. Billy Burt's got a new lathe unboxing and assembly video coming next week. Ooh. Party.
Cool.
Broadstone Scouty says, I'll see you on Friday, mate.
Yeah. Me and Mark have kind of we do it obviously because the Scouts can't meet up and we don't want them to miss out. We do a live for them where we set them a load of tasks and well, Andy's seen it, haven't you, mate?
Yeah.
Just to keep them scouting. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to everyone now. So thanks for coming in. And who's tomorrow? Who's doing live tomorrow?
Nick tomorrow, I think, if memory says. Lunchtime. I've got a premiere at 7 p.m. and then it's the ever lovely Mr. Wayne the Woodturner at his usual slot of 8 p.m.
Okay. JP, you've got one on after this, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm going to set it as instant. So as soon as you go off air, it's going to start.
Okay.
Well, I'll put a link in the chat in a minute.
Yeah, I'll just stay in the workshop and sit down and watch it in here for a bit on my big screen. Right. See you guys. Right, let's close it down.
See you later.
Toodle